workaround for the National League lineup. This will be a tutorial. Obviously, I can't do, NL versus NL because of an exhibition, but I'll try to explain it the best way I can. So it's going to have to be in an American League park on this side, right? So I'll just, I'll pick the Astros there. Over here, I'll just use, let's just say the Marlins, right? That way it'll give them a DH, right? So I can do the workaround for y'all. All right. Don't matter about the pitchers. All right, so it's based on, you're looking on the website, you see that lineup, and say it has your catcher batting, let's just say 5, right? So in the matchup screen, right? And you're an NL team, you have a throwaway player, right? So the throwaway player could be anybody that's, on your bench or whatever. Let's just say Robo Garcia, right? All right. So on the matchup screen, you're going to put following the website on the lineups, right? You're going to hit square on C and square on DH where the throwaway player. The throwaway player is always going to be C and number 9, unless they have your pitcher batting 8th that game, right? So your catcher is going to bat where it says he is in the lineup, but just on the matchup screen, you just put him at DH, right? And number 9 is C and always your throwaway player, right? All right, and you just hit the square and you swap them out, see? So he's at DH. Don't worry about it. This guy right here is never going to catch. He's never going to get a pitch, right? You just got to remember once the game starts, if you're pitching first, you can only do the swap out when you're pitching. When you can't do it while you're batting, which I'll show you all that, right? So I'll just say, this is the NL team, right? And let's just say their catcher batting 5th, right? Alfaro. And this is, let's just pretend this is the throwaway guy. Let's just say Montel Harrison is the throwaway guy. So I'm going to hit square on C, square button on DH, right? See, now your throwaway player is at C. Don't worry, he's not going to catch any pitches, right? But you can only do this on the matchup screen, right? All right, and see how this pretend like a Faro, on that website, he's supposed to be batting number 5, but he's the catcher. Just on this alone, just right on the matchup screen is when you do this part, right? So I'm hitting ready, right? All right. And, like I said, just remember, they're not going to actually catch pitch, but it takes everybody's part to say, hey man, you got to do that your pitcher thing. So if you're the home team, you're always going to be pitching first. So you have to, before you throw your first pitch, push up on substitution or pause the game to go to substitution, and all you do is hit X on C, X on DH. It's going to ask if you want to, are you sure you want to swap it out, and you just say yes. And then your pitcher is at number 9. So I'm not real sure if this is going to work in exhibition the way it does in leagues, but we're about to find out, right? So I'm going to skip through this stuff, right? See how the Marlins is batting first? I think I'm looking at it. So I'm going to push up, see substitution. Alright. See, I'm the Astros on this controller, right? So I'm pitching first because I'm in Houston. So whatever comes up first, C or DH, usually the DH. So X on DH, X on C. See what this says? Moving the designated hitter to fielding position will forfeit the designated hitter rule, and the pitcher must bat for the remaining of the game. Do you wish to continue? You say yes. Right? Now see, Greinke is it's actually an NL lineup now, and Greinke is batting there, right? Now see, Maldonado's the catcher, right? Alright. So I'm just going to, because it's head-to-head, you're not pitching behind the pitcher, right? So I'm just going to, throw some pitches. In the league, you're pitching behind the pitcher, but, when you got two controllers.
Well, you always get a sense of the umpire's strike zone, usually early on in a game, and that's normally a pretty good clue. Second pitch of the game, and it's already looking like a tight zone.
The 1-2. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Degrees at first pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to
I'm just throwing strikes here to get to the Marlins. You know what I mean?
Borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Starling Marte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Marte is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video.
I'm just throwing pitches right now to get to the Marlins to do their lineup, right? Like I said, if you're the home team, you're pitching first. You can only do the swap out if if you're in the outfield, if you're pitching, right? You can't do it while you're batting, and it has to be done within the first inning. And so it's very easy to forget if you're batting first, right? I forget myself sometimes. It's going to take every owner to help the other guy out. Say, hey, do your pitcher thing, right? If you got to pause the game and tell them to make sure that it's done. So whoever's streaming the game that day, you need, after the pitching things have been done, you want to pause the game and hit the square button, and then that shows both lineups on the screen, right? And I'll show you an example of that as well. See, all right, so see Marlins now, right? I'm just going to skip through the walk-up, all right? So either pause it, and go to, manager, I think that's what it is, right? It's really, moving slow here. But see, substitution, you can go that way, but what I normally do is just push up on the D-pad, go to substitution. It's really, moving slow. Alright. And whatever comes first, DH or C, it doesn't matter, right? So X on DH. It's really moving slow. Yeah, this controller's moving slow. See, X on that, then you're going to go down to C. And you hit X. Then see how it says ask, are you sure you want to swap out? Yes. Alright. Sorry, this controller's moving really slow. Now see, now your pitcher, it just turned it into an NL lineup. Right? Alright. Alright, so let me get on my other controller, because it just works better. So now that both players have done their pitcher thing, whoever's streaming it, pause it and hit the square button. Now you see both lineups are on the screen, right? See how that is? Pitcher at number 9, right? And it gets a little bit trickier. Some teams eventually will bat your pitcher at number 8, but once you learn how to get the pitcher at number 9, you just go one slot up. Your throwaway players will be at number 8 instead of number 9, right? I hope everybody finds this video helpful. If you're just getting into the chat right now, you'll have to just go replay the video from the very beginning, right? But hopefully this will fix things, help people understand. You can go back and watch the video as many times as you need to. I hope I didn't mess up the video too much. Hope everybody understands. So good luck, guys.